The sirens wailed in the distance, slicing through the thick, damp air of the alleyways like a blade. Rain pattered off the dented lids of trash bins, the scent of rot and metal rising with the mist. 10-year-old Kavi crouched behind a dumpster, his small frame trembling, soaked through to the bone. His fingers clutched a stolen satchel, still warm from the baker's oven. The smell of bread filled his nose, but his stomach twisted with fear. Footsteps, heavy boots on wet pavement. His breath hitched in his throat. His heartbeat thundered in his ears, louder than the rain. He dared a peek through the narrow crack between bins. 2 officers, their flashlights sweeping the alley like judgmental eyes. They paused. One turned. Kavi stopped breathing. Then, they moved on. Kavi waited. 1 breath, 2, 3, before he shot out into the night. Every splash of water beneath his feet, every rustle of his soaked clothes, felt like a scream. But he ran anyway. He had to. Kavi's world was a rooftop, hidden high above the unforgiving city. Cardboard walls, a blue tarp roof, and a threadbare blanket made it home. The wind was cruel, the rain colder, but at least it was theirs. His father, Ravi, lay curled under that blanket, a rasping cough escaping every few breaths. Once a tailor with steady hands and a warm laugh, Ravi now looked like a ghost of himself, pale, thin, barely able to open his eyes. "Papa," Kavi whispered, pulling the bread from his satchel. "I got something." Ravi's lips curled into a weak smile. You're amazing, my son." Kavi nodded quickly, biting back tears. He couldn't afford to cry. He tucked the blanket tighter around Ravi, then pulled out the crumpled paper from his pocket. A prescription for life-saving medicine. The numbers on it might as well have been mountains. He looked at his father's sunken eyes and whispered, "I'll find a way. I promise." That night, as the city's neon glow flickered overhead, Kavi wandered through forgotten alleys searching for scraps. That's when he heard the growl, low and warning, a sound that froze him mid-step. He turned. 2 golden eyes stared back at him from beneath an old crate. Kavi reached into his coat and pulled out a piece of bread. "Hey, it's okay. I'm not here to hurt you." He broke the bread in half and set one piece on the ground, backing away. From the shadows emerged a dog, scruffy, limping, ribs showing beneath mangy fur. The dog snatched the bread, eyes never leaving Kavi's. "You look like me," Kavi murmured. Fighting to survive, the dog crept closer, head low. "I'll call you Veer," he said softly. "Because you're brave." Veer wagged his tail, just once. And that was enough. Days blurred into nights. Kavi and Veer became a team. They scavenged for food together, avoided danger, and huddled for warmth against the wind. Veer guarded him fiercely, growling at threats, barking to alert. But more than that, Veer listened. He listened when Kavi spoke of memories, of a mother lost too soon, of laughter once echoing through their home, now just an ache in his chest. His father's condition was worsening. The coughs were deeper now, more painful. And Kavi knew, he was running out of time. "Veer," he whispered, stroking the dog's head. "We have to do the big job. The warehouse." Veer looked up at him, as if understanding. "It's dangerous," Kavi continued. "But he needs that medicine. I can't lose him too." The dog rested his head on Kavi's lap. That night, sleep didn't come. Only determination. The docks were quiet, smothered under a thick, choking fog. The smell of salt and steel filled Kavi's nose as he crept along the rusted fence, Veer at his side. He found the hole he'd discovered days ago. "Stay close, Veer," he whispered. Inside, the warehouse loomed, cold, clinical, full of things they'd never afford. Kavi's fingers were numb, both from cold and fear, but he moved like a shadow. There, the box, marked with the same name from the prescription. He reached it, heart pounding. Just as his hand touched the box, a floorboard groaned. Flashlights snapped on. "Hey, stop!" Kavi grabbed the medicine. "Run!" Guards shouted. A shot rang out. Kavi turned. Veer had lunged at one of them, giving him a chance to escape. "Veer, no!" The dog yelped but ran after Kavi, limping, bleeding. They made it out, barely. Kavi carried Veer on his back, the medicine clutched tight against his chest. Rain soaked him, the wind bit, but he didn't stop. "Just hold on, Veer," he whispered through tears. Please don't leave me. The rooftop came into view, its little shelter glowing faintly from a battery-powered lantern. His father lay there, eyes barely open. Papa, we did it. We got the medicine. He poured the liquid into a spoon, held it to his father's lips. Ravi drank, then coughed, then breathed. My boy, you came back. Kavi dropped to his knees, weeping into his father's chest. Veer curled beside them, shivering. You're both going to be okay, Kavi whispered. The days grew warmer. Ravi grew stronger. Color returned to his face. Laughter, soft and hesitant, returned to the rooftop. Veer healed too. The limp faded, the fur thickened, his eyes brighter. Kavi began fixing up their rooftop home, even planting flowers in broken pots. Hope had taken root. One evening, Kavi sat with his father, Veer's head in his lap. The sun dipped below the skyline, bathing the city in hues of rose and gold. You know, Kavi said, voice soft, eyes on the horizon, tomorrow doesn't scare me anymore. Ravi wrapped an arm around his son's shoulder. That's because you've already survived the worst. Veer gave a happy bark. And above them, the stars blinked gently, like a lullaby for the tired and brave. Thank you for watching the video all the way through. If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.